this second video, we will study about the important topics, that is 5 marks. So here the Coulomb's inverse square law of magnetism is one of the 3 mark. So you remember that Coulomb's law, so that is in first lesson. So that same force can be find out this lesson also. So here instant of charges, so here we take a Bohr magnets. So in the first lesson you remember that the same like charges repulse each other and unlike charges or attract each other. So charges positive and negative charge. So here also in this Coulomb's law, the force between the two magnetic pole strength also referred here. So this is the two Bohr magnets, magnet A and B. So here there are two poles or for each magnets. So that is considered as a here pole strength. So here the north and south direction can attract to each other. So that is the unlike poles, and south and north are repulsive to each other. So that is also considered as a force here. So the force of attraction and the force of repulsion. So we have to find out that force of attraction or repulsion between the two magnetic poles. So statement that is directly proportional to the product of their pole strength and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Here, what is the distance? The force of attraction distance or repulsive distance. Here, r is the distance. So from pole north to south, so that is referred as a r. So r is the distance of force of attraction here. From the statement of Coulomb's law, mathematically the force of attraction or repulsion can be expressed in terms of F vector is equal to K Q, that is QA then QB, the magnetic pole strength of A and magnetic pole strength of B divided by R square. So in vector form, R cap is also included for F vector. So the magnitude, so we have to write in the magnitude value, remove the vector value, means F is equal to K Q MA Q MB divided by R square. So this is the same equation that which we are studied already in the first lesson. So here K is referred as a proportionality constant and K is the proportionality constant which can be depends upon the medium of the surrounding values. The SI unit of K for free spaces, the value of K is equal to mu naught by 4 pi, approximately equal to 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. The value of K is 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. And also expression mu naught by 4 pi. 4 pi is a constant value. 4 into pi value 22 by 7 or 3.14. So mu naught is the permeability of free space. That is absolute permeability of a free space through air or vacuum. So that is the mu naught value. So in first lesson we studied the epsilon naught, that is permittivity of free space. That value is there. So here also permeability value is there and it can be substituted by that value of K. Then you will get the final answer of approximately 10 to the power minus 7 Henry per meter. Next topic, magnetic field at a point along the axial line of the magnetic dipole, that is Bohr magnet. So in first lesson we are also find out the electric field at a point along the axial line. That is one of the important 5 mark. So here the same procedure will be followed and we have to find out the magnetic field also along the straight line. Instead of dipole we are using the magnetic dipole, that is Bohr magnet here. Otherwise we have to take all the values as the same procedure. I just explain it and you just go through the first lesson electric field axial line also. The same we have to continue it in this lesson also, right? So you just listen and find out the answer of finding the magnetic field of a magnetic dipole here. So this is the Bohr magnet is considered as the magnetic dipole here. So in this dipole, so what happens, we have to take one of the value, that is point C at the axial line. Axial line, that is a straight line, we have to elongate that dipole and give that point, any point at that axial line, that is called as C. And there are the two field are produced in, that is for north pole the magnetic field is Bn, and for south pole the magnetic field is Bs. So it can be produced in opposite direction. For north pole one of the direction is there, and south pole is towards the direction. So here the length will be taken as from, you already know that the dipole moment have the length of LL, that is totally 2L value. So from the center point to that any point, that is we have to take a C point on that distance is considered as a R, and the remaining distance of from north to that point C, the value is R minus L, and also from south to that point C, that value is R plus L. So these are all the length, so which we are used for finding the magnetic field. Suppose if you have any doubt, means you just go through the first lessons electric field, that is axial line due to the magnet, that is electric dipole. So we have to clearly explain about that with the notes. So you have to go through and see that the same procedure we have to follow for this magnetic field also. Now we have to find out the magnetic field. So the magnetic field at C due to the north pole is, the value is magnetic field Bn is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi Q divided by R minus L whole square. So because of north to point C, so here north pole to point C, so what's the distance? R minus L here. So substitute that magnetic field value, you already know that B is equal to F by Q. So Q cancel, only we have to take that F value in one of the magnetic pole strength. So that's why mu naught by 4 pi, one of the pole strength Qm divided by, from north to C we take the R square value as a R minus L the whole square. So I vector. So you know very well R minus L is the distance between the north of the bar magnet and also the unit pole, north pole at C point, at the point of C. Then for the south pole to the point C, we have to refer as Bs is equal to, so minus mu naught by 4 pi Q by R plus L the whole square. Why we using the minus sign for that south pole means, you just see the components. For x-axis there are two components are involved. For positive components, here the arrow symbol denotes the direction of x-axis, and for exactly opposite to that x-axis is considered as this quadrant, considered as minus I, and also for positive j quadrant and also for negative j quadrant. So you see the direction for this. For x-axis from north to that point C, we have to taken as a positive value. So here the positive quadrant is there. For opposite to that, for south to that point, we taken as the negative component minus j. That's why we taken as a negative value for that value. And also for distance R plus L, that you know that is the distance between the south pole and the point C. Next one is the net magnetic field due to the magnetic dipole at point C. We have to sum of the algebraic sum of the two values of two field, that is Bn plus Bs. So you know that, so B is equal to, substitute the value of Bn, then Bs value. You know that minus sign is there, so take the common values outside. So mu naught Qm by 4 pi, so inside that value, so 1 by R minus L square whole square minus 1 by R plus L whole square. So I vector, that is unit vector. So simplify all the values and you will get, so substitute, so taking the LCM part and also substitute the values. So here the denominator part is taken as a R square minus L square the whole square, because of A plus B, A minus B. So A square minus B square, the whole square is involved, that only we denote as a whole square. So in the numerator part, what happened? So the cross multiply of R plus L whole square, R minus L whole square, minus of R minus L whole square. So substitute the general equation, that is A plus B whole square, A minus B whole square, and cancel the terms, and finally you will get Qm into 2L. So that is the simplification value here. So finally you will get the equation of B vector is equal to mu naught 2r divided by 4 pi into qm into d 2l divided by r square minus l square, the whole square value. Then substitute the value of, already you know that the magnetic dipole moment P is equal to qm dot 2l. So the numerator part will be P value. So finally you will get B vector, that is axial B vector, is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. Then 2r value is there. So 2r Pm divided by r square minus l square, the whole square. This is the final value of the magnetic dipole moment along the axial line of a magnetic dipole moment. So if the distance between the two poles in a Bohr magnet is small when compared to the distance, so r is very smaller than l, so finally that can be approximately equal to r power 4. So r square minus l square, the whole square term, can be converted into r power 4 because of the two small value of r. So that's why finally you will get the two smaller value of L. L is the smaller length. So neglect the value of L value, then substitute the value of only R. Finally you will get R power 4, I think. So R cancel, then denominator value R power 3 only you have. So finally B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 Pm by R cube. So this is the final value of the axial line, that is magnetic field at a point along the axial line of the magnetic dipole. And the next topic, magnetic field at a point along the equatorial line due to the magnetic dipole. So equatorial line, you know that, see the picture. So here that is also same as in the equatorial line in the magnetic field at a point in the equatorial line of a electric dipole also. The first lesson, here also the instant of dipole, electric dipole, we are using the Bohr magnet or magnetic dipole. So that's it. Or the otherwise the values are all same. So we are using the electric field as E vector, here the B vector. That's it. So and all the final values are equal. I just explain it and you just go through the first lesson and come and do the expression for this lesson also. So here this picture represents the magnetic field at a point along the equatorial line. So equatorial line, the perpendicular to the magnetic, that is magnetic field dipole. So here the magnetic dipole is considered as the, here the magnetic dipole as shown in this figure, and also at a point C it can be taken exactly perpendicular to the magnetic dipole, and all the procedures are same as in the first lesson. From that center point to the distance r, and the side hypotenuse components are considered as a root of, that is r is equal to, r dash is equal to root of r square plus l square, and also it can be splitted into the two components also. So that is Bs vector and Bn vector. So the resultant force will be given as a B vector, and it can be split into the two component values also. So here Bn vector is considered as a two components, that is Bn cos theta plus Bn sin theta. So like this picture, so the resultant of Bn and Bs value is there. So it can be split into the two components, Bn sin theta and Bn cos theta, and Bs value is also divided into two components, Bs sin theta and Bs cos theta. So here sin theta value can be cancelled to each other because same magnitude, equal magnitude, but different in their direction. So only we have to take the cos values. So Bn cos theta, then Bs cos theta, that is a negative quadrant value, that is minus I quadrant, and now we have to find out the expression about that. So Bn is equal to, it can be split into the two components, minus Bn cos theta plus Bn sin theta. So Bn cos theta value only, sin theta value can be cancelled. So Bn value is mu naught 4 pi Qm by R dash square. Then so here the B vector is equal to the minus value of two cos values, because sine component can be cancelled to each other. So minus Bn, that is minus value can be taken common outside, then Bn plus Bs cos theta I cap, that is the value. So here Bn is equal to Bs. You know that value of Bn, that is magnetic force value. So B is equal to, substitute the value of B value, 2 mu naught by 4 pi q by r dash square, then cos theta. Substitute and finally you will get the value of 2 mu naught by 4 pi q by r square plus l square cos theta. So that is the value, and find out the cos theta value, that is the theta value adjacent by hypotenuse, then L by r dash is equal to L by r square plus l square the whole, that is 1 by 2 whole power 1 by 2, that is square root. So substitute the value cos theta value in the above equation, then finally you will get mu naught minus mu naught by 4 pi q into 2l divided by r square plus l square the whole 3 by 2 whole power 3 by 2. Then substitute the value of r square plus l square also. So here the magnetic dipole moment is also substitute, that is q into 2l is called a p value, then b equatorial is equal to minus mu naught by 4 pi p by r square plus l square the whole power 3 by 2, and the r value is very large when compared to L. The L is too small, then neglect the value of L value, then finally you will get R cube. So B equatorial is equal to minus mu naught by 4 pi Pm by R cube or I cap. So this is a final equation. So I will continue the next lesson.